Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Angel from Simply Angel Tia. In this video we are adding a turtleneck or neck warmer to an existing poncho. So this is a poncho that I did a while back. I will put the link to this video in the description box below. Please check that out. And so I'm just showing you literally how to just add this section of it here. Okay, so if you want to start the tutorial over and just do the whole poncho and then adding the turtleneck or the neck warmer, then you will need to actually go and watch this video here to learn how to make the actual body of the poncho. And then this is the video where you will be coming back to see how you add this piece here. Okay, so as you can see, it looked like this before, now it looks like this. A little bit of just something to add. A lot of people ask me how to add something to an existing project, so this is one of the first ones that I've done, where I add something after the project was finished a couple of months or a couple of years ago. Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all the things that we need so we can go ahead and get started. Okay, my lovelies, so for this project we're going to be using the same materials that we used in the previous video, or in the main video of the poncho. For the neck warmer, or the turtleneck, sorry, I'm gonna be using this color here. So as you can see from the original poncho, we had used these three colors, this kind of like a yellowish color, the off-white, and then this tan color. And I'm going to be doing the neck warmer or the turtleneck with just this color here. Okay, so it's the glass color that I had is the color that I'm going to be using to build up the turtleneck. Okay, so this is Azurite 100% acrylic. It's a lightweight number 3. Recommended hook size is 3.5 to 4 millimeter crochet hook, and you get about 50 grams, or give and take 140 meters. And this is, I don't know, I call this color again mustard yellow. But this company goes by color number, which is 23245. Okay, so I have my scissors here and I have my hook. For the original video when we did the poncho, I did use 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm going to be using something slightly bigger. I'm going to be using 4.25 millimeter crochet hook with G6 US. Okay, so that's all we need for this. So let me go ahead and get started. All right, my lovely, so to get this video started, I'm gonna have my poncho placed down like this, and this is this right side up. This is the side that I wear when I have it on, and as you can see, this is the other side that I wear as the outside. And because we worked round and round and round on this project, it does give a little bit of a different look on each of the sides. So this side here looks like this, and then as you can see, this side looks like this. So I choose this side to be the side that I wear as the outside. So whatever side that you choose to wear as the outside is the side that you want to face up when you're working on your project. Okay, and then I'm gonna bring in the yarn that I'm gonna be using. So I'm just prepping it on my finger here so I can have that ready, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to connect, and then how to just work ourselves around. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do a slip knot just to prepare my work here. So just like that, and then remove your hook, and then go into the center here, the very center, put your hook through, and then bring that loop through that hole like this, and then go ahead and do a chain of 2. So 1, 2, and then we're gonna start to work on the project here. Okay, so what I will do is there's all of these stitches here that you can work into, but what I will do is I will just go through these gaps here. It's gonna make it a lot easier. These are very, very tiny, also because I'm using a hook that is a little bit bigger than what I used previously. Okay, so what I mean by that is, first of all, this chain of 2 counts as a double crochet, and then I'm gonna go right into this gap here and I will complete a double crochet, and then I'm gonna go into this gap here and complete a double crochet. And what I mean by gap is I'm just working myself in the spaces that are made by the gaps between each double crochet. Okay, and then I just go around and I complete my double crochets like that, and I will do this all around. And then let me just quickly finish a little bit of this here to show you guys how to do the double crochet. So just look something like that. So I will work myself around. When it comes to the center over here on the other side, You're just gonna work a double crochet here and then move over to this gap and do a double crochet and then just go all the way around. So you're gonna want to come all the way to back to the stitch right before the middle, and then when you have reached there, come back to the video and I will show you how to start the next row and then how to begin that row. And the second row is going to be a repeat row, so we don't have to do anything complicated at all. So I want to finish this row and then come back and show you guys how to start the next one, and then I will have you guys work pretty much to build up the rest of the neck warmer here, or the turtleneck. Okay, so go ahead and complete this and come back when you have completed the second last stitch right here. Okay, my lovely, so I have completed my first row of the double crochets around, and as you can see, I just finished doing a double crochet here. So I'm going to do one more into the center here, and then we will go ahead and join the two sides. So just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a slip stitch on top of the double crochet. So we're going to go and just get into that stitch and complete a double crochet like that. Okay, so that completes a complete round like that. And then now we're going to do the second row. So I do a chain of 2. And again, that counts as a stitch. And then I'm going to go right into the stitch. So we're not turning our work as we go. I'm going to go right into the next stitch and just continue to complete my double crochets as I go around. Okay. So now this is pretty much what you repeat from now on. You just go ahead and work your double crochets around. When you come back to the end here, this stitch right here would be your last stitch, and then slip stitch on top, and then do a chain of 2, start the next row. And we just go on around and around. And the reason we're going around and not turning is because we want the same consistency here, because when we worked this poncho, we didn't turn, so we just continue to work it like that. And this is what gives us this look on this side, and then it gives us this look on the other side. Okay, so by continuing that same way, you're able to keep your work consistent in terms of how it looks. So, and then you're gonna do this until you have the length of what you want for your neck warmer or like your turtleneck. So I'm gonna work mine until I have the size that I want. And then when I have that completed, I'm going to come back to show you guys what it looks like. So I just want to build it up so that I can have it cover my neck, maybe even double that, so I can bend it down or fold it down if I need to. But it's going to depend on how much yarn I have. I know I have one skein right now to be able to complete that. So if I do end up finishing one skein, then good. If I need to do less, then I will do less. Okay, so go ahead and continue working on your project and come back when you've completed it. Okay, my lovelies, so I have gone ahead and completed the hoodie or the turtleneck here. So as you can see, I completed about 16 rows altogether of the double crochet. And I think it's enough for me. All I wanted to make is something that I can actually just fold like this or pull up so that it covers me more on top of my neck, or even bring it up over my mouth like this when it's too cold outside. So this is exactly what I have. I've just tried it on and it's a perfect size for me. So I've decided I'm gonna stop it here. So I've already begun the slip stitch right here where the row starts and ends. And so what I will do is I'll just bring in my scissors and I will cut it somewhere here, just like that. And then I will do a chain 1 and pull it through. Okay, just like that. Now this is going to be the outside of my poncho. So this is how I will wear it to the outside, and the other side is the inside. So what I will do here, if you weave in your work, please go ahead and do that. What I often do is I just split my yarn like this, so I have different strands, or 2 strands in this case, and then I just take my hook and I bring one to this side and the other one to the same side, but they're coming out through different holes here, and then I just knot them up. Okay, so if you often weave in your work, go ahead and do that. This is a technique that I use sometimes I weave it in. Okay, so I just do a couple of knots here, and then I bring in my scissors and I just cut it like this. Okay, and then I just kind of play with this a little bit here, and I just kind of tuck it into the seams like that, and then that's it. Okay, so this is it here. So everything is done. So I hope you guys enjoyed doing this. So again, very simple. You're just pretty much adding the the turtleneck to your poncho so that you can wear it in the in the winter, and you can have a little bit more coverage when you have it on. Okay, so that's it. I hope you enjoyed making this. Oh, for those of you who want to maybe know, so again, I did 16 rows of the double crochet, and I think in terms of inches, I'm just gonna measure that with you guys, because I do get a lot of questions that ask me how many rows you did and all that kind of stuff. So this is where we started here. So I'm just gonna place my tape measure like this. So I have about 7.5. Yeah, I have about 7.5 inches of the turtleneck. Okay, all right, so this is pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed making this one with me. I enjoyed making this one as well, but I just wanted to make sure that I showed you guys how to add this to an existing poncho, or if you're working on the poncho altogether, you can then add the hoodie, add the turtleneck to it, or the neck warm, I guess, in this case as well. But again, make sure you check on the description box below to make sure you see the actual tutorial for this poncho. And then that way, if you're looking to just start the project over and do it from the beginning, you will obviously start by doing the body of the poncho and then adding the turtleneck at a later time. Okay, thank you so much again. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.